Y'all have heard me say it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Dumbbells are my favorite piece of workout equipment. It's just tough to beat the versatility, in my opinion. I mean, you can simply do it all with a good old-fashioned pair of dumbbells. However, they do take up a ton of space in your home gym. So thankfully, we have adjustable dumbbells, such as the Bowflex SelectTech 552 adjustable dumbbells. I've been able to get some solid usage out of these bad boys in the past, so why don't we break everything down for y'all? Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jake back in the Barbend garage gym with another review ready to go for y'all today. This time I've got the Bowflex SelectTech 552 adjustable dumbbells. In this video, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about this product, from the price and the features, the pros and the cons you may experience, and of course, who should or maybe should not buy these. But before I get going with all of that, I gotta let you know, we've reviewed a lot of adjustable dumbbells on Barbend.com. And if you want to browse our best list, just go ahead and search Barbend Best Adjustable Dumbbells, and you can find out for yourself which one takes home that #1 spot. Okay, so what do I like about these adjustable dumbbells? Well, first and foremost, they don't require a whole lot of space. So you can easily stash these in your closet or simply in the corner of your room, and it's gonna be just fine. They go up to 52.5 pounds, which is perfect for a lot of people who work out at home. It's really easy to adjust the weight as well. All you have to do is simply twist the knobs on either side of these adjustable dumbbells. It's gonna be really nice for you. Also like how you have some 2.5 pound increments to work with. That kind of goes a long way with some dumbbells. And lastly is the price. You know, considering the work you're gonna be able to put in with these dumbbells and compared to some other ones that are on the market, this is a really good deal that you're working with right here. Okay, so let's talk about the cons now with these Bowflex SelectTech 552 adjustable dumbbells. So first and foremost, let's talk about the weight. They max out at 52.5 pounds. That might be plenty for a lot of you watching, but there's also a lot of you watching that are gonna need more than that. If that's the case, you're gonna have to keep looking. Now let's also talk about the materials here. So let's talk about the handle first. So instead of a knurling pattern, you have a rubber grip in the middle. Now, I personally haven't had any issues with that, but it definitely has a way different feeling overall compared to, you know, your classic dumbbells that you may use at a gym. Other than the handle being made of steel and a couple other of the mechanisms in here that are made of steel, pretty much everything is made of plastic. Now, I don't want you to think they're just gonna break as soon as you drop them, but you do run that risk if you were to, you know, put these back in the cradle too rough, or you know, you're maxing out and say you drop them on accident, you do run the risk of that plastic cracking on you. So you definitely want to be careful. Now, another thing here is that they can get stuck on you when, you know, with the adjustment mechanism and also just pulling them out of the cradle. So that could be an issue at times. Trust me, I've experienced it myself. So definitely keep that in mind as well. And lastly, regardless of the weight you're using, they're the same length no matter what. Even 5 pounds, 52.5 pounds, it's the same length. So that could be a little bit tricky for some movements, say bicep curls, for example. So it's gonna be something you're gonna have to get used to. Okay, so let's talk about pricing now. The Bowflex SelectTech 552 adjustable dumbbells are available for right around 470 bucks. Now that's including your shipping and your taxes. You know, comparing this to a bunch of the other competitors out there, it's a really solid deal. I mean, these are about half the price of some other ones that I've used and even reviewed for y'all. So, you know, considering that they don't take up a whole lot of space, you know, they're gonna replace 15 individual dumbbells, and you know, 52.5 pounds is gonna be great for a lot of people. You can get a lot of work in with these. I think it's a really solid deal, specifically for anybody who's A, tight on space, and B, doesn't need more than 52.5 pounds. Okay, so let's talk about the build and some of the features now with these Bowflex adjustable dumbbells. Let's talk about the handles first and foremost. It's an ergonomically shaped handle, so it is thicker in the middle. These are pretty thick though. I don't know the exact diameter, it's not listed online, but you know, comparing them to some other dumbbells out there, seem to be about 35 millimeters or so. Now that's pretty thick. It's gonna fill up your palm really nice. I actually really like that. Some people might not, but personal preference right there. And once again, you do not have a knurling pattern at all. You have, you know, a rubber grip right here. It's okay. It really doesn't, you know, hinder me in any way, but it could for some people. Might get a little bit slippery if you get some really sweaty hands while you're working out. Now, other than the steel handle, pretty much everything else right here is in fact made of plastic. Now, definitely don't want to drop these a whole lot, you know, a couple times here and there, they might be fine, but you do run the risk of cracking them, so you definitely want to be extra careful with these right here. And in terms of adjusting the weight, it's super simple. I mean, all you have to do is twist either end. You're gonna fly right through all of the settings right here. I just went from 10 to 52.5, all the way back to 10. So it's really cool. You can just keep turning it. You don't have to go one way or the other. So that's really cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick walk around with these dumbbells really fast. Let's talk about the handle first. You know, ignore the fact these don't look as pretty as some other equipment I've reviewed. As I mentioned, I've had these for a good amount of time. I wasn't lying about that. These have gotten a lot of solid usage in. Now, this handle right here, it is ergonomically shaped, so it's thicker in the middle than it is on the ends. You also have this rubber grip right here. I personally don't have a problem with that, and my hands tend to sweat a lot when I'm working out. So it could be fine for a lot of you, but it still doesn't feel like a normal dumbbell does. So I understand if you aren't too crazy about that. There is a lot of plastic used right here to build these, minus that handle and some of the mechanisms on the inside for adjusting. So definitely want to be careful. You know, you definitely run the risk of these cracking, whether that be the cradle or the actual plates right here. If you drop them, if you set them in the cradle too hard. So you definitely just want to be super careful with these. And it's actually a pretty simple process to adjust the weight, just so long as it's not getting stuck on you. I think the age of these is having an impact on that, but they still do get stuck a lot when I go to adjust the weight, as well as just pulling the dumbbells out of the cradle. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to adjust them up close. I have them on 5 pounds right now. Let's go ahead and adjust that to 10. As you can see, that was really easy right now. You pull it out, you'll see just how big these really are. They take up a good amount of space. And once again, it's gonna be this length no matter what weight you're using. It's because of just the style of dumbbell and like how they just designed everything. So definitely keep that in mind. So that was 10 pounds. Let's go ahead and up it, put it on 20. Went the wrong way on this side. Go ahead and pull this out now. As you can see, it's still the same length. And if I had it on the 5 pounds, there'd be no plates on either side, and it's still gonna be the same length. So it's just one of those things you're gonna have to work around and maybe adjust the way you do some of your exercises when you're working out. All right, so who should purchase the Bowflex SelectTech 552 adjustable dumbbells? Well, if you're tight on space, I think you're gonna love how compact these are. They're gonna replace 15 individual dumbbells. That's gonna be really nice. Make the most of your available space. If you don't need more than 52.5 pounds, this is a really good option for you to consider. You're gonna get some really solid usage out of these bad boys, trust me. And lastly, the price. If you are on a tight budget, I think you're gonna love the price that these are featured at. I mean, like I said, they're about half of what some other companies are charging for their adjustable dumbbells. Okay, so what about the people who might not want to purchase these adjustable dumbbells? Well, if you do in fact need more than 52.5 pounds, you'll want to keep looking. There are some companies that do in fact offer adjustable dumbbells that are heavier than 52.5 pounds. Because there's a good amount of plastic used here, I mean, for the most part, all of this is plastic, you definitely, run the risk of some durability issues. So you definitely don't want to drop them. If you're somebody who, is worried about that, I'd suggest, sourcing some other options. And lastly, regardless of what weight you're using, these are going to be the exact same length. That's because of the design. And the smallest plate on either side is on the end. So I have it on 5 pounds right now. I'm going to pick it up. And as you can see, it got a little stuck right there, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty lengthy, and that could definitely be an issue for some people during their workouts. Well, I love hanging out with y'all, but I'm afraid that's all I got for you today on the Bowflex SelectTech 552 adjustable dumbbells. These are a really solid value considering they're pretty affordable, take up minimal space. They're gonna replace 15 individual dumbbells. You can get a lot of good work in with these, but remember, they only max out at 52.5 pounds, and there's a lot of plastic used here, so this is gonna be more tailored for anybody who does not need more weight than is offered, as well as anybody who's gonna be really careful with them. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I hope this video was really helpful, and I was able to answer any questions you may have about these adjustable dumbbells. As always, stay posted for my next review, but for now, why don't you head over to barbend.com and you can read more about this product. Just search Barbend Bowflex SelectTech 552 adjustable dumbbell review, and you can read everything I talked about here today. I'll see y'all next time.